Hello everyone, Motivate Mike here. I'm going to pull another motivational and positive thinking message out of my famous Motivate Mike cup at random, unknown to me. And this one says, a man is what he does, not what he says. Wow, what a great one. A man is what he does, not what he says. The first thing I think of is, when people always ask each other, when they meet or, talking for the first time, they say, what do you do? What do you do for a living? And I try to go to what I like to, if I'm not doing for a living what I really want to do or like to do, I've always said, always practiced saying, trying to not just go with what I'm doing for a living. Well, I like to, and say that first. And people, if you look at their eyes, they kind of get thrown off a little bit, like, that's not what I asked this guy, But that's the way I like to think about it. A man is what he does, not what he says. So if somebody asks me what I do for a living, I'll say, well, I like to make videos, and and I'll go on and say things that I really like to do, and then I might get around to saying, well, I'm doing this right now, but I'm pursuing this. But a man is what he does, not what he says. So if you're doing those things, I'm doing these videos and doing other things that I'm pursuing, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do to pay the bills before you can get to where you would rather be, to where you want to be. So a man is what he does, not what he says. So if you're working towards your goals, doing those things, you before work, I've talked about this, before work, you sit down and do those things towards your goals first to start your day, and then you get on to work, That's the way I like to do it. That's the way I've done it in the past, and it's really a good uplifter when you've accomplished something towards yourself, towards your goal. If it's something you're pursuing that you're not pursuing at work or doing what you do for a living, it's a great way to start your day doing something for yourself. But a man is what he does, not what he says. And then more in depth to that is, if you hear people saying, well, I'm going to volunteer somewhere, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that, but they never do it. That's a whole, there's a different way to look at that too. Man is what he does, not what he says. You might talk the talk, but you're walking the walk kind of thing. So if you find yourself saying it a lot, I want to volunteer somewhere, I want to do this, or I'm going to do this, or and talking, but you never get around to doing it, try doing it and not talking about it. Try taking that first step towards that goal, whatever it is, towards that idea that you have. But get out there and just get started. Good things will happen to you. Click on the next clip and email me at motivatemike@yahoo.com, and I'll send you out a message that relates to a situation or problem that you might be having. Be glad to put it on video for you. Click on the next clip, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.